Good morning and welcome to EMTV. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, so this episode will be full of love. We are going to talk to cultural sociologist Samira van Bohemen and students Laban and Simon Bank about love, dating, and relationships during the pandemic. But first, news. This academic year, more than 30,000 students have been enrolled at Erasmus University, which is an all-time record. This number is 8% higher than last year, and the masters in particular grew explosively. Despite the corona crisis, many international students from European countries did show up. The Community for Learning and Innovation has launched the Teacher platform to help teachers design their classes. The website has 27 instructional formats, and they hope to expand the number to 40 or 50 this year. You can access the website at ur.nl/teacher. The total student debt in the Netherlands is over 21 billion euros. On the National Debt Meter website, you can see this number growing higher and higher by the second. The website was set up by the Dutch student union FNV Young and United and the Groningen Student Union. They want to make this data more accessible for public. Sometimes the way to one's heart is through the stomach. And Erasmus Sustainability Hub understands this. They organize a cooking challenge using ingredients from a mystery box. But how does an online cooking competition work? Let's take a look.
Hey guys, it's Sanya here and Heidi, and we're from the Erasmus Sustainability Hub. And today we are here to judge the Erasmus Food Labs Mystery Box Cooking Challenge. We have 3 teams here with us today who will be cooking with ingredients that would otherwise be going to waste.
So the purpose of this event is to bring awareness to the issue of food waste and to challenge people to consider the impact of their food consumption. And we really want people to think out of the box and be creative and come up with some really beautiful dishes out of the leftover food. So let's check it out.
So just open your boxes and see what ingredients you have.
What the fuck is this? That's carrots. That's carrots.
That's a turnip. That's a turnip.
How's a turnip?
Go, start.
All right, good luck everyone.
Good luck.
Nice job everyone.
Yes, nice job guys. Enjoy your meals.
The winner was the team of Josephine.
Thank you very much.
From the love of food, we are shifting to romantic love. Students' love life and relationships seem to have changed a lot this past year. How are they doing, and how has the corona crisis changed their love life? Joining virtually today are cultural sociologist Samira van Bohemen and students Laban and Simon Bank. Welcome to all of you. Good morning, Samira.
Good morning.
Samira, for a lot of people, sex life or dating activities are almost non-existent during the pandemic. And as sociologist, you study sexual behavior and relationship. And so it must be a weird time to conduct a research.
Yeah, for sure. It's a very strange time to conduct social research in general, but particularly on intimate relationships and love and sexuality. For me, I have a bit of a fortunate position here because I did much of my research and the data gathering for my research already in the years prior to the corona crisis. So basically, I just finished all of my fieldwork in a big study prior to this. So I have a lot of data that I can analyze, but it's still a bit strange, I must say, because it's data on parties, and it's quite strange to analyze data data on flirting and dancing within the context of parties, whereas all the bars and all the party venues are closed right now.
I hope you can resume it like next year or something.
Yeah,
and,
maybe.
but talking about the crisis, what kind of influence does it have on dating and relationships?
Well, it has a major impact. We know from people who are in a committed relationship, a lot of has changed. People see each other much more and see much more of each other than they would normally do. And of course, there's a lot of pressures that come along with this crisis. There's a lot of insecurity. So you see a lot of relationships where people have relationship struggles and so on. But also for single people, it's very difficult at this time to meet a potential new romantic partner. So yeah, a lot has changed at the moment. Yeah.
Yes. So as you say, for couples, things are looking very different at the moment. And my other guest, Laura Laban, knows everything about it. Because Laura, you are now in a relationship for about 1 year.
Yeah, that's correct.
And,
yeah, you could say our.
Yeah. So I hope you and your boyfriend haven't tried to kill each other during the pandemic.
No, we definitely have not tried to kill each other. In fact, I could spend time with him for a whole week straight, and I would still miss him the very second he left. But yeah, you could say our relationship is kind of like a lockdown or a quarantine relationship. We met a little bit over a year ago. So we both know what it's like to spend time together while we still had all the fun stuff to do, like going to the movies, grabbing some coffee or a bite. But after the lockdown, we couldn't do that anymore. So we had to find new ways. But actually,
But did you manage? Did you manage to find ways to entertain yourselves?
Yeah, we did. It doesn't actually take that much for us to be entertained because we enjoy every little thing. But we just watch movies, or we try new recipes, or we play games. So yeah, we definitely did.
Sounds like an ideal relationship to me. So Erasmus Magazine had also conducted a survey on dating and relationships during the pandemic. And a lot of students who filled out our survey would describe their dating life as a pressure cooker situation. So either that they break up very fast or they move in together quickly. And there's absolutely no in between. So Samira, is there any explanation for these extreme situations?
Yeah, because the entire crisis is a completely extreme situation, where we have obviously also these rules to try to contain the spread of the virus, where people basically have to make a choice. Either you're going to hunker down together, or you're going to break up if hunkering down together doesn't work for you. So that's one explanation. That's because of all the social distancing rules. You have to stay physically distanced from one another, or you have to decide that you're going to be physically present with each other all the time. But the other reason, of course, is also that this crisis produces a lot of stress. It produces stress around your personal health situation, but also potentially the health of your family and so on. But also in terms of will you still manage to have a job in a few months and so on. So this is a high pressure situation
So the situation
areas.
in general is already a pressure cooker situation.
Yes.
Okay, and the pandemic also affect singles who are looking for their soulmates. So let's go to Simon for this. Simon, this is your first year at the university, and before you started studying, I bet you had imagined a very different dating scene, hadn't you?
Yes, I did. In fact, me and my friends used to joke around the fact that, most of them at that time already had a girlfriend and I didn't. They joked around the fact that, don't worry about it. When you go to university, that's when your dating life starts taking off. And so this is, in a way, it is disappointing, but I can't blame anyone.
Yes, but maybe you still have to wait a little bit more. But you did go on some dates during the pandemic. And how did that go?
It was interesting, mostly to see two different kinds of mentality. One of them is where they basically do it for fun because they have nothing else to do, which I can totally understand, considering, they might just not have something better to do. And the other is who are quite serious, but who also have stress during these times, which you can totally tell because sometimes the conversation about the date is, will we or will we not keep close to the rules of 1.5 meters distance, or will we, for this one time, disregard that? It is a difficult conversation to have, and even so, in the best situation, having a date with someone can be stressful.
And which one are you?
I like to think of myself as the one who takes it seriously, although I do have to say very honestly that when you have a lot of free time on your hands, putting a lot of time in a dating app that might not be worth the time eventually is still very easy because, to be quite frank, I have the time and so I put it in.
So to be clear, you are now single? No relationship at all?
No.
Not even a situationship?
Not really. No.
Okay, so just checking. But you are making use of dating apps, and if I may know, how many dating apps do you have?
3, one of which I downloaded at the earlier stages of the pandemic.
So you've been busy, and you also told us that it had become harder to find a match. Why is that?
Well, it's because of the two types I described earlier. There are basically two types on those dating apps as well. The ones who do it for fun and don't really take it seriously, or people who just don't take it seriously in general, and the people who do take it seriously. And so there is more people who downloaded the app simply to fight the boredom, and you have to filter through more people that on the basis of that alone, or on some other basis, are just not your type or not worth swiping right for you. And so it gives you a weird situation where you have all the time of the world to swipe through a lot of people that you wouldn't really want to date. So it's a difficult situation. You have to put in more time to make it worth, but at the same time, you have the time to, swipe through them all.
Yeah, only the chance you don't really have. Or so.
Yeah.
Okay. So Samira, in our survey, students said that they are using dating apps more often, but however, it seems to stop there. So they have fewer dates, less sex than before the corona crisis. How come that singles are not meeting up in real life?
Well, because the opportunities to meet up in real life aren't there anymore, or there are not a lot of them there anymore. So normally you would meet up in a bar or in a restaurant or at a party. And everything is closed there, so there's no opportunity there anymore. So the only thing basically you can do is go out and have a walk together around the park at 1.5 meters distance, or maybe not, but you can only go outside, or you immediately have to meet up with another person that you don't know in their home. What we do see right now is that a lot of single people don't want to make that step where they meet someone for the first time and it's already in a home situation. So that's one of the reasons why.
So it's clear that Valentine's Day will look different for most of us. Laura, do you and your boyfriend have any plans?
Yes, we do. We're planning to exchange some gifts, probably cook something together and just hang out and watch a movie maybe. There's not much else to do.
Sounds romantic. And Simon, what are your plans for Valentine's Day?
I have none at the moment, but I feel like if all goes wrong, if I really want to spend time with someone, even if it's not in a romantic way, I might just call up some of my friends and have a video call or meet up with them.
Yes, that also sounds nice. And last question for Samira. Samira, do you have any tips on love and relationships for couples who are forced to be together 24/7, but also for singles who are busy swiping on Tinder?
Yeah, so I think for couples, I think it's important to take some time for each other, to really plan that in, make that time, and also make the efforts to actually have like a date night. So dress up in something different than your sweatpants, because that's the way in which couples see each other these days. Everyone's in their sweatpants, so it can be a very good advice to dress up once in a week and have a really nice dinner or something like that together. And for single people, I think it's important to know that intimate relationships and the relationships that really matter also for your psychological health do not necessarily have to be sexual relationships. So maybe you also want to engage more with a specific friend that you already have, which is not a romantic relationship, but can still be an intimate relationship and can be very important right now to get you through the crisis.
Yes, thank you, Samira, Laura, and Simon, for your time and your wisdom. And let's hope that the pandemic is over soon, because we don't want any quarantine wedding like this one.
I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I do. Oh, sorry, babe.
I love you.
Thank you all for watching. EMTV will be back next Thursday at 9 a.m. Go to erasmusmagazine.nl for the latest news. Much love and enjoy your Valentine's Day.